transition to another great guest. We've got Dylan Gambardella as a speaker for us. Dylan is the CEO and co-founder of Next Gen HQ, and he's going to talk about get what you want in business and life. Now that's momentum. Dylan, thanks for joining us.
Oh, Kevin, thank you so much for that intro. I like to start with having some fun. So I have the screen share permission. I'm going to share a little bit of music, get hyped up, have a quick little dance party to Justin Bieber, because that's my guy.
I'll pick up the pieces if you come.
Team, thank you so much for having me. My name is Dylan Gambardella. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Next Gen HQ. I'm here for you, so if you have questions, please do reach out. I definitely want to make time for that. We're going to let the beat drop, and then we're going to get started here.
I need you to hold.
There we go. Okay, now we're set. I'm feeling the emotion. I'm feeling it. I hope everybody's having an amazing day. Thanks so much, Stelios and team, for having me here. An honor to be with the leading entrepreneurs of the world. That's what it's about. So I'm going to quickly share some aspects of my story that I think can help you a bit. And I'm going to give you the tools, because at the end of the day, we're entrepreneurs, we're busy, we're chasing our dreams at work and in life. So you're like, Dylan, Next Gen, tell me what it is. Tell me what I got to know so I can be my best in life. That's what I'm here for you. I got started about 8 years ago in the world of entrepreneurship, really without a core direction. What I knew I loved and what I really enjoyed was tackling new things, trying and learning on my own merit. I thought that was a beautiful aspect of, heck, there's something out there that I can be responsible for my success. Dylan, not anybody else, just me. And I didn't have the vernacular. I didn't have the vocabulary to call it entrepreneurship, but I was having fun and I was exploring passion. And I let one thing lead to the next. One of my very first entrepreneurial endeavors, if you will, I was selling lollipops in my high school to classmates. We would buy them wholesale for whatever the price was and charge them 5 cents more. And over time, with volume, we would actually make enough to, pay for lunch. It wasn't anything big, but it was the start. And it showed me that if I was willing to put in the work, well, I could actually have results tied to that. And that was pretty cool. Now, side story, we then had to get shut down. The government, you can no longer sell unhealthy treats in the New York public schools. That's a whole other story. We won't open that can of worms just yet. But it was the beginning of that bug, the entrepreneurial bug that anybody out there who's listening in definitely can relate to. You most certainly have that experience right now. You're in the throes of it. You recently had it, or you will continue to have it. Fast forward a bit, went to school. We started looking for other people who were like me, who were asking these questions. Those who maybe weren't satisfied with what I'll call the status quo life of going to school, graduating, getting a job, getting a promotion, getting that promotion to manager, working our butts off for someone else till 65, retiring, moving down south to Florida, and raising grandkids and all that. Not to say anything's wrong with that. That's fine if that's what you want, but that's not what I was chasing. I thought there was more, because I was getting the same advice. Do well in school, get the GPA, do the extracurriculars. But I was looking at who was giving me the advice. And a lot of these people just, weren't so happy. They were living dull, mundane lives. And I started to look behind, peek behind what could be possible. And I wanted to find other people who could maybe have answers for me, people who were asking these same questions. And my partner, Justin, and I, we set out to do just that. We were attending conferences left and right, everywhere you can imagine. Sadly, we didn't have this one ready for us back in the day, but we would walk into a room and we would be by far and away the youngest. We were maybe 18 at the time, 19 years old, early on in our journeys. And everyone else in that early stage bucket, they were already late 20s, early 30s. We said, wait, what about the younger? What about the next generation? And that's where we decided our first $1 billion idea. Pens and pencils out. This one's for you. I'm going to give this $1 billion idea away. Host an event. This brilliant guy, Dylan, he's coming on here. He's telling me host an event to find the people I'm looking to meet, to build my community. All right, so it's not that great of an idea. And I will say this, the event itself, not that great of an event. I'm talking our backdrop fell during the opening speaker. We had 0 staff outside of my parents handing out the badges and checking everybody in. But what we did get right was the people. We were actually able to recruit a few hundred of those young next generation entrepreneurs who were seeking their best lives, who were looking to unlock their best selves, whatever that meant for them individually. Some were politicians chasing a political career. Some were in the field of science looking to innovate and explore. Others were building for-profit businesses. We had social activists. We had writers and bloggers and YouTubers, you name it. What we quickly picked up upon almost 8 years ago to the date, entrepreneurship is not exclusively just a job title. It's more than that. Entrepreneurship is a mindset. The one thing that this group had in common, despite the diversity in jobs, the diversity in how they were expressing themselves, they were all thinking like entrepreneurs. And that got me thinking, well, if these people are doing it, one, how can I do it myself? And then two, how can I bring that to the world? And that's what led us to define our momentum playbook. So momentum, if anybody wants it, again, completely free for you to have, to build. And one day soon we'll have even more opportunities to grow. You can head to our website, nextgenhq.com/dream-team, and it outlines exactly what that means. And that's what I'm here to give you a quick heads up on, to give you that insight so you can take momentum in your own life. Momentum stands for M, make relationships number one. When I say make relationships number one, for me, it's all about treating the people who are in my life as if they are the most important in my life. That means my family, my team, anybody that we're talking to from a partner. You all in the audience listening out, you're now welcome. You're part of the tribe. Dylan@nextgenhq.com. That's my email. Reach out if there's anything I can do. I am committed to making relationships number one because it's about the long game. We'll get back to that in a second. But if you are treating everybody as if they are a teacher and you're learning from them, well, I'm willing to bet good things will happen. Then we have the O, outwork others. I like to say this is the Mamba mentality. I would ask if there's any Kobe Bryant fans out there. I'm sure there's one or two. Feel free to toss your hand up. There you go. Kim, she knows it's all about that. For me, outworking others, it means that you're willing to put in the time. You're dedicated. You're maybe not waking up at 5 a.m., but you're doing what it takes. There's sometimes a negative stigma around hard work. And don't get me wrong, I'm the first to tell you, get your sleep, eat right, make time for your family, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, there comes a point where you have to be willing to put in the work. And we at NextGen HQ, we preach outworking the competition, to be our best selves, outworking Dylan of yesterday, today. The next M in momentum, motivate ourselves to grow 1% each day. If you know compound interest, if you know any math, you know the power of 1% daily. It's not that you'll be, 365% better end of the year. You'll be 36 times better end of the year if you get 1% better each day. That stems to anything you want to do. You want to learn a new skill. You want to get great at guitar. You want to practice singing. You want to be a public speaker. You want to be your best CEO. What can you do today? How can you get 1% better today? Can you take that class? Can you spend 5 minutes? You want to learn to meditate? Can you meditate for 30 seconds today? Tomorrow, meditate for 35 seconds. Do that for a week, then you'll be at a minute. That is the way to grow. And that's what getting 1% better daily is all about. The fourth letter in momentum, exceed expectations, EE. Tell anybody new who joins our team, we just welcomed our 38th team member here at NextGen HQ. EE, exceed expectations, and anything's on the table. If you're tasked with an assignment that asks you to do 10 of something and you come back with 11, you best believe that you are going to be, oh my goodness, look at that Adonis of a person who I only asked for 10, they gave me 11. Unbelievable. Exceed expectations and it will have outsized returns on all of your time. And that happens across relationships, your work tasks, whatever it might be. Do it for yourself. If you're at the gym, anybody out there who works out, you might have been told one more rep, that's exceeding expectations. You went for 10, you hit 11, that's where growth comes, at the boundaries of our comfort zones. The fifth letter, momentum, never stop learning. For me, I'm on a constant path to learn. That's my goal in life. I want to forever and always be learning. Not necessarily the same thing. One day, maybe I'm drawn to the spirituality books. One day it's the business. One day it's the leadership. One day it could be, fun and reading a novel. But if I am learning, if I'm growing, that is when I'm my best self. Heck, I don't even trust myself if I'm not getting better, if I'm not learning. So that is such a core component of anybody, especially a young founder who's looking to build his or her or their empire. We can never stop learning. The sixth, the T in momentum, take complete ownership. I got to say this one more time. Take complete ownership. It's your life. It's your life. No one's going to tackle it for you. Your parents, your friends, your family, your spouse, your children, they love you. They're going to support you. End of the day, they are responsible for their own lives. You have to take responsibility for your growth, for your future. Whatever you want in life, don't look to anyone else to do it. You are responsible. That's what it's about. You have the ability to respond to whatever life throws at you. That is a beautiful yet slightly daunting realization that has unlocked anything I'm chasing because I know I have the means. And if you don't know where to begin, come call us. We'll help you out here at NextGen HQ. 2 more letters left, team. The U. Understand our why. I'm a huge believer in knowing what you are after. You can't win if you don't know where to score, if you don't know where to shoot. Understanding our why is something that is core for every new team member who joins the company. Before you can get on the phones for our sales team, before you can talk about a marketing campaign, before you can build product, be an engineer, you have to know why we are here. What is our purpose? For me, I'm trying to do 3 things. I'm trying to help a lot of people. I'm trying to make a lot of money. I'm trying to have a lot of fun. Now, obviously, we get more minute in the details and everything along the lines there. But at the highest level, that's my why. So NextGen HQ is the vehicle. Entrepreneurship is the vehicle through which I can accomplish and achieve and further my why. Understanding your why, it's not the easiest process. It takes time, tons of awareness, and it can evolve. But it's a great place to start. Start with why, as our friend Simon Sinek would tell you. And finally, the last M in momentum, make it about the long game. Another great Simon Sinek book, Infinite Game. Do you want to win today? Or do you want to win at life? For me, it's all about life. I'm cool taking a few L's along the way because I'm not playing for today, even for this week or for this month. I'm playing the long game. And so I might not be the billionaire tomorrow. I might not be the billionaire before I turn 26, but you best believe you zoom out, that's the time horizon. And I make decisions with that in mind. What will set my company up for success, not in the short term only, but in the long term. That might mean I have to make a few hard decisions today. I will have to sacrifice today for tomorrow. But we're playing a long game in life. We are constantly and forever growing. We're taking care of our bodies. We're not just trying to do enough. We're trying to be sustainable. We are chasing the marathon, not the sprint. And that doesn't mean we give up on today. We have our feet deep in the trenches. We're planted. We're fighting every day. But we're birds in the sky as well. Heads in the cloud, if you like that. We have to see the trees, but also the forest. That's what making it about the long game is. And being okay with that. Once you start to get around that idea, it's actually the most freeing thing of all time because nothing in the short term is nearly as important as it might have once seemed. We are playing the long game. And so at the highest level, we're following our momentum core values to get real with what we're chasing, to understand our strategy, our playbook for making it happen, for accomplishing that by exceeding expectations, making relationships number 1, growing 1% each day, and never stopping learning along the way because we take complete ownership of our journey. No one's doing it for us. We're doing it ourselves. And then 2 final parting pieces of maybe a little wisdom that I'll leave you with before any questions that might exist. Number 1, be kind to yourself. We're all entrepreneurs out here. It's a daunting journey. The daily basis is like this, right? You zoom out, a week, it looks like this. You're growing. Everybody's like, oh, wow, Dylan, you're crushing it. You just hired your almost 40th person, raised some capital. They don't see what's happening. They don't see what's going on in the office. They don't see the team of entrepreneurs out there grinding to make it happen, but I see you. So be kind to yourself. I appreciate you. I'm a huge fan of yours, and I'm here to help in any way I can. And number two, if you are waiting for that idea, if you are maybe in the early stages but yet to dive in, I'm here to tell you, just get started. There will never be a perfect time. You will never have the perfect idea. You will never have the perfect team. You will never have all the money you need. You will never have all the perfect life circumstances. That will never happen. But you have to just get started anyways. Because when you get in the game, well, then you'll learn how to win the game. And they're not separate. You can't win if you're not in. So get in the game, just get started, and the rest from there will be a beautiful journey. Thank you so much for having me, team. I'm going to pause here. Any questions? Would love to hear from you. Anything I can do to be helpful, I am yours. Email me, call me, beat me if you want to reach me. Grateful for you all for having me.
Dylan, thanks for sharing that today. I'm curious. Some of the best, I think, mentors, some of the best community leaders, tribe leaders or whatever in this space, are actual practitioners that they learned everything they teach through personal experience. It wasn't you took a course, you read a book or whatever. So walk us through just really quickly as we're wrapping up today. So how was your, kind of your own personal style built, or how was your own framework built? Was it built through your own practicing of what you're preaching now?
Kevin, I so appreciate you asking and resonate strongly with your framing there and community thinking as a whole and learning through experience. For me in my journey, I have been only listening in listening mode. I'm still in listening mode. And I should say, to qualify, I'm just getting started myself. I'm 25, early in my career, tons that I will continue to learn and grow and shape how I show up tomorrow, every single day, a work in progress. But I'm out there looking to learn from everybody. I'm learning from you, Kevin, how to ask great questions, how to listen, how to host, how to put on a great event. That is my attitude to life. And so our Momentum Playbook, our Momentum membership, that is a product of 8 years of active learning and the many prior to that as well. But we looked at entrepreneurs that we've spoken to, that we have learned from, interviewed: Ray Dalio, Steve Case, Sarah Blakely, Jesse Itzler, Daniel Lubetsky. These are some of the most incredible entrepreneurs in the world, across the planet, that have all given their wisdom, given their 2 cents. And I see my job as hopefully distilling a bit to make it curated and presentable for you, for the young entrepreneur, the next generation entrepreneur who's thinking like one. If we can help you on that journey, just 1%, that's a huge win for us. So that's definitely an echo to learning from experience, Kevin. Appreciate you flagging that.
Do you have a unicorn sitting in the room next to you that what's the next big thing sitting in your room?
Oh, I'd say, I don't know what the heck that machine, that's like a nice 3D printer back there, but what we're working on, Kevin, I'll plant this out there. We are going to be unveiling a brand new consumer facing product that right now is all B2B in the next roughly 6 months. Anybody out there who wants to be the first to know, in truly 2 months, we'll get you on board. Drop me a note. We've got you. Momentum in your inbox whenever you email me, and appreciate again the opportunity to serve today.